Hello world, my name is Pasha, also known as Spikes. I'm what you would call a second generation Guyanese descent. I'm what you call a second generation Guyanese. I was born and raised most of my life in the Netherlands and Europe. I spent many years in America as well. I spent my youth years as a baby in Guyana for over years. And I traveled back to Guyana, and I have Guyanese roots. That's all I know. I was raised by my mother in the Guyanese culture, and all of my family is Guyanese, from both my mother's side and my father's side, from my maternal and my paternal side. So I'm here to shed a little bit light on what's really going on, because most of y'all think this is a dispute over oil, which it is, but there's a lot more deeper going on down the surface. And yesterday I had an interesting conversation with my uncle. Shout out to you, my uncle. I can rely on him as a elder and a wise man, around his age, to always give me some wisdom and insight in deeper detail, as I would expect from elders and older people, but which is the case within many people in general, especially black people in general. Like, we have elders that are not really wise or educated to have the insight. It's not about how much money you got, how much wealth you accumulated in your life. It's about what you've learned, what you've experienced, because at the end of the day, you're going to die, and you won't even take nothing with you, not even the clothes on your back. Nothing you're taking with you, not the clothes on your back, not your fortune, you ain't even going to take your body with you. So what you do on this earth, like, it's important to leave a certain mark behind, But in the same sentence, what we do on this planet is very important to us, It's very important what we do on this planet while we're here. And we can only hope to leave a better future for our children and for our offspring and for the next generation. Now, with that said, there's a war in Guyana, clearly. Like, this is a provocation, and there's a threat. Venezuela threatened the people. We already know the basic story. You don't have to hear it from me what's going on, because oil was found over the region, because it was already declared Guyanese territory. Matter of fact, to be real with you, it's always been Guyanese territory. Yes. Oil was found, if you haven't followed the news, by now every Guyanese knows, and every Caribbean knows. But for those maybe African Americans or other black people, or indigenous Africans, or other black people in general who are not Caribbean or South American or Guyanese in specific, who may not know what's going on, long story short, it's all been found in the northern region of Guyana, and that which is the sea, the area of the sea, and close to the Caribbean Sea, the waters. So by the Caribbean Sea right there, northern region of Essiquibo region, they call that. They have found a second oil reserve. Actually, no, they found one oil reserve, and up a couple of years ago, they found a second oil reserve. The oil reserve, like the oil refinery. Anytime you drill oil somewhere, billions and billions of dollars. Oil is a money lucrative business. Most of the wars are fought over two things: land and oil, which is Guyana has both a lot of, So, Iranian war, they're from Iraq, there's always some bullshit over oil. Now, Venezuela never had claim on that region, like that was Guyanese territory since 1899. And if I want to be real with y'all, Venezuelans are descendants of Spanish colonizing conquistadors. They came and colonized, enslaved, raped, and killed many African black people. That's what they did. That's their history. When you talk about the Portuguese and the Spanish people, that's why I don't really fuck with Hispanics and Portuguese like that, because I know deep down in my heart, the Hispanics, the Portuguese, and anybody with Espanol or some Latin background, even when I see black people, you got the African Americans, and you got the Afro Caribbeans, then you have the Afro Latin community. Some of them call themselves Portuguese, or some even the Afro. Anytime they don't identify themselves as black really like that, I've seen fucking Dominicans. They like the prime example, but also people from from the Dutch Caribbean islands, those like some Curacao, like Spanish people speaking islands. Some people even in Brazil. When I see black people, even in Colombia, when I see black people over there, they don't really, even the black Mexicans, they have Afro roots in them, but they claim themselves to be more Latin. And that's why, because they have that colonizing, conquistador, white supremacist bloodline in them. So white supremacy is a real thing. To get like, I'm gonna just run down, give you the simple rundown. The world hates black people, hates black people, and this is once again a prime example that we as black people have no one on our side. Black Guyana is over with. Like you like listen, Guyana is over with right now. You know, the Indian runs that shit. Like the Indian coolie people who came there 250 years ago, they came as fucking workers. They were hired when the Guyana was still under the colony, and that's around the same time that Guyana and the part of what they call Suriname and Guyana was one Guyana. To be honest with you, there was no Suriname. No, like there was no Dutch Guyana and British Guyana and like there was only France Guyana and it was Dutch Guyana. You understand? Like that Suriname region that got traded for New Amsterdam, which they called New York. Like New York, the Dutch had New Amsterdam. And the Dutch wanted that region somewhere because it was more lucrative in South America. So what the British did with the Dutch, they traded. The Dutch control like that part of New York, called New Amsterdam, but they traded it so the British called it New York, and that part they had in Guyana, they got like literally split in two. So this already divide and conquer number one. This is the Dutch colony. We gonna call y'all Dutch Guyanese, and this is British Guyana. But it used to be at least all of us came from the same fucking boat, and the whips and chains in Africa. In disrespect, my forefathers, my ancestors, they bled, they got killed, they got tortured, they got raped, they got slaughtered, and they bled for Guyana. They bled over that territory. They had to slave over there. While the Indians, the Coolie Indian in the Pacific, they came over there as skilled laborers. Not even skilled, because we had skills as well. They just came over as workers and they got paid. Even though they got paid less than fucking 10 cents an hour. I mean, less than 10 cents a day. Less than 10 cents a day. That was still more than whatever they were earning in India. So they were like poor migrant laborers. They preferred to pay other people than black, because they never wanted us, because they had us as slaves anyways. So they never, like, that shows you the enemy. And with that vision, while we had to live side by side with the Indians, the Indians, the West Indians they call them now, but they're actually from East India. Now that's Indians were in the East, but then the Indians that came over there, like around 200 years ago, plus years ago, those are what we call West Indians. We have them living in Trinidad. So this is not. I'm about to break it down for y'all. So I want you to follow me, because this is a real issue going on. They got them living in Trinidad. They got them living in Barbados. They got them living in St. Lucia. They got them living in Jamaica. You look at Sean Paul, like he's not a black Jamaican. He's a West Indian. He's an Indian. He knows it. He looks like it. And you got a bunch of those, like I don't say, like those Caribbean regions. A lot. You're gonna see a lot of Indian local people who claim to be Caribbean, claim to be Amerindian, the real Indian. You're not. Me. I'm a real Guyanese. Like I'm a real American. Let's put it like this. Break down history. Long before the Columbus ever discovered the Americas, they had the Olmec civilization. This is found in Mexico. They're Afro-looking people. Yeah? And I'm just going to give you a quick down so you understand where I'm really coming from. Yeah? The Olmec are Afro-looking people, like they're African tribes that came, and they pyramid builders as well. They also built the Aztec pyramids and the Maya pyramids. And those are African people that came over there 10,000 years ago. When Christopher Columbus and his crew, which were slaves, by the way, also Moorish black people, by the way, when they navigated the ships to him, he came to Barbados, and he found that he was looking for Indians, but he saw, that's why they called them Indians, but those different Indians. Those are Amerindians, American Indians. He saw those tribes living, walking side by side with Afro-looking people, black people, the same people who features Africa. Long story short, Africans and black people been there already in the Americas. The first people to be there was black Africans, and the Amerindians, they used to live there side by side. So the people we like to call the Arawak people or the Buck people, those are the Amerindians, and they've been living there just as long as black people. But on top of that, there are also a lot of, during colonialism, the Gold Coast, and during slavery, the Gold Coast in Ghana, that. So the Cape Coast and the Gold Coast, that's where they had the slave, one of the slave ports, and they shipped them all the way over there to Amsterdam, to the northern region of Europe, and from there to Amsterdam, northern region of Europe, so right back there to South America. So that's how that's how the had it from the Gold Coast and the Cape Coast. So that was one of the slave ports over there in Ghana. So most of the majority of people you're gonna find over there in the region of French Guinea, Suriname, and Guyana, even Venezuela, that whole northern region. The black African people I'm talking about, they're most likely gonna be from the tribes of Benin. They're gonna be from or different Ghanaian tribes. In specific, there are some might even say Ashanti side tribes, some Fulani tribes, but they're different tribes. But even right now, between the cultural people and within the interior, you have many different tribes. So I was speaking this. Once again, the Indian came over there as workers, like they did systematic racism. The reason why they chased a lot of black Africans out of Guyana, because they systematically stopped them from going certain places. When I was in Guyana myself, 10 years ago, I faced systematic racism over there while I was a fucking tourist. Motherfuckers had the nerve to ask me, what are you doing there in this area? Well, I'm like, what am I doing here? My forefathers and ancestors bled for this fucking country and land. What the fuck are you doing here? They hate you as a black person. They want you to join the politics. Notice when you talk every time. Look at the whole the PPP and all the political clubs and political staffs. They barely have black presidents. Like within the last 60 years, they only had 2 black presidents. One was Durham, and the other one was Granger. So with these 2 presidents, make me question: what the fuck were y'all doing in politics for the last fucking 60 years? Since its independence of Guyana. Since Guyana's independence from the British colony, and then even though it's still a part of the Commonwealth, since its independence from the Britain, what the fuck have y'all been doing for Guyana? It's a fucking shame that Guyana right now has less than a 5,000 military army at the max. That they have max 5,000 military personnel to defend it. Like that means that what the fuck have y'all been doing? Like think about it. Guyana has a lot of gold. It has resources. It has waters. It has minerals. It has sugar. It has rice. All these resources. And now recently it has oil. Oil is the most lucrative. People kill, murder, and die all the time over oil. The Venezuelan people, that's not their fucking spot. Once again, like I said, they came from they have conquistador in their bloodline. These fucking bitch ass Venezuelan. So you know what this guy is called Nicolas Maduro. I need his fucking head on the fucking stake. You hear me? His head needs to get chopped up and somebody need to put a bullet in his motherfucking head. Fuck Venezuelans. I say it from the bottom and the deep from depth of my heart. Fuck them. They put us in slavery again. So now black people, look at how much shit. This is my whole point. This is the whole point of this video. Look at all the bullshit we going through. We had slavery, colonization. Our mothers and daughters and fathers and brothers were raped, sexually harassed. Slavery. Now after that, colonial slavery, you had the fucking Coolie Indians sold our fucking land out. They're making deals with the Chinese and the Iranians and the Venezuelans. They selling us out. They controlling systematic racism, chasing us all. It's a fucking shame that we got over 4 times the amount. What? The Guyanese population is under 800,000. While you got 4 million Guyanese living abroad and overseas. We living all over Europe, living in Canada, living in the United Kingdom, living in London, living in North America. We living all over Florida, New York, and California. Everywhere but the fucking land that our ancestors and our forefathers were born and raised in. You fucking bled for that. Like listen, my great grandfather was a fucking slave. My great grandmother was a slave. Working on a plantation. That was during that time. This is less than fucking like my great cousin, my grandmother. She's almost, you know, my grandmother is 94 years old, right? Which means that my great grandmother, my great grandfather was 150 years old. That's when slavery wasn't even abolished. So what is this against the black Guyana and the black Guyanese? We lost the fucking motherland. We came over to Guyana like, so we got, then you're already fighting the Spanish and the Portuguese conquistadors. They were searching for the gold, the city of gold, the El Dorado. They already hated us. They raped us and they killed us and they wiped out the whole Amerindians. Now from my mother's side, I have Arawak Amerindian blood in me. Because the father of my mother, so from my grandfather's side, so my mother's biological father, he was an Amerindian. My mother looked like an Amerindian. I also have an older sister, also looked like an Amerindian. I have Amerindian blood in me, together with African blood. See, the grandmother from my mother's side is an African woman. You know what I'm saying? She's African Guyanese. Also, I have the claim on the land. My father is 100% African Guyanese, my biological father. So, but for my mother's side, so I have two things. I have African blood in me, African Guyanese, and I have Amerindian blood in me. I'm as fucking Guyanese as it gets. That's my land. That's for my people. You understand what I'm trying to say? Now you got these Venezuelan colonizing descendants, these bitch ass, punk ass, hoe ass, mark ass, lame ass, stink face ass, funky ass Venezuelans talking about Essiquibo is their territory. They ain't got no claim anywhere in South America. Nowhere, no claim in South America anywhere. Not the northern part. They need to go the fuck back to Spain and the fuck back where they came from. They came from Portugal, and they came from Spain. Those are the Spanish conquistadors, and they know for colonizing, raping, and taking over. Those are the same set of peoples. Before that, the Spanish, they were the Crusaders. So they already fought with they would interbred and mix with the Ottoman Turkish kingdoms, but those are Euro fucking beans. They ain't got no right to no claim anywhere in South America. How the fuck did they? Talking about that's their land, and now they want us to colonize us and speak Spanish. Now it's gonna be part of Venezuela, obviously. What the fuck they gonna do to us? We gotta speak Spanish now. They chasing us right now. So now we gone. Now what we dealing with is even worse. Because think about it. CARICOM, the Caribbean Union, you got the European Union, you got the United Nations, Union of all the nations of the world. You got the European Union, Union of the Europeans, you know, and then you have the African Union, Union of the African countries. They have the Asian what you call it? The Asian coalition. The East Asian coalition. So the East Asian coalition is the Asian Union. That's what they call it. But now we have the Caribbean countries, which Guyana and Suriname is known as, is the only few. Guyana, Suriname, and French Guyana are the only three Caribbean countries in Latin America or South America, which is called Latin because they colonized that fucking place once again. But that's just the name. But at the end of the day, it's the only, like the English-speaking country, or they have French Caribbean countries, the Dutch Caribbean, and the British Caribbean. Yes, so the only Caribbean countries are those three countries. This, the majority is black, and then mixed with Indians, and also mixed with like Arawak people and then Native American. You understand? So what's going to happen to the Black Guyana or the Black Caribbeans? CARICOM, the Caribbean Union, its headquarters is located in my country, Guyana. Once Venezuela takes over that territory, what the fuck you think is going to happen to the rest of the Caribbean? There is no Caribbean Union. This is bigger than y'all think. This does not just go for all black people. I mean, this does not go for all black Guyanese. This goes for all black Caribbean motherfuckers and all black people. They try to chase us. They disrespect us. This goes for all of us. They want to kill us and rape us and colonize us and enslave us again. So we went to colonial slavery. We went to racism and oppression with the fucking Coolie Indian, and now we're going through racism and oppression again by the Venezuelans again after 400 years. How the fuck long are we gonna keep accepting this bullshit? We as black, like as Afro-Caribbean people, wake the fuck up and smell the coffee. This is just a part one. I got a whole bunch of shit to say. You know, my mind is running all the way wild right now because I'm mad. I hope you guys understand this and really take this and take this to your heart, because they, like, listen, their agenda is to fucking kill us. That's what their agenda is. That's why they allowed all these fucking Venezuelan immigrants to come over there. The Venezuelan immigrants they allowed to come over there. That was the fucking, who did that? Before Ephraim Ali, Jadego was the former president. Jadego, he's currently the vice president again. Shows you how corrupt the Indian fucking politicians is. The so-called West Indian, the Coolie people. They evil, they hate you black people. It's the world. It's not like one Guyana. Not if it was one Guyana. It's always the world against black people. That's why we're the only ones enslaved, tortured, and colonized, and killed, and raped, and chased. Now, they had they bitch ass, so the bitch ass Coolie man made deals with the Venezuelans. And this was like a little over 10 years ago, and allowed them by the thousands to come as immigrants over there in our country. Talk about, yeah, their country's so bad. Why the fuck they doing our country then? They need to fix their own fucking country. What the fuck are they doing in Guyana? And now, because of that, the president, Nicolas Maduro, is like, yeah, wait a second, y'all guys are weak. Then the second thing, this is the rundown my uncle even gave me. What I'm telling you, like a little rundown my uncle, like, he's the eyewitness of this shit. They had, a little over 10 years ago, the police vehicles, the national police vehicles in Guyana, they wanted to change it to suit the Venezuelans, and they called it Policia. Why the fuck would you change it to Spanish? You already tried to colonize the fucking country, which this was 10 years ago. So there was an uproar and uprising, so they changed it back to police again. But because it was changed in the first place, and they all accepted the compromise, that's how people think, the psychology, the Venezuelans, the Venezuelan nationals, and the Venezuelans in general, and the Venezuelan government saw it as an act of weakness. Oh, these guys, they got a weak government, they ain't ruling everything. They're easier to be compromised. And this fucking thing is, well, on the other hand, you had the black African community, so there's a war against black people. You had the Haitians that came, like, with the earthquake over 10 years ago and the devastation in Haiti. Like, from the thousands, they went to North America, went to Florida, went to Miami, the port of Miami. They would try to go all the way into, like, all the way, try to even jump the borders. All of them try to enter into the United States of America. Even recently, it was even up to last year. The thousands of Haitians got deported because the disaster is still ongoing. But when they came over there to Guyana, the Black Guyanese or the Afro Guyanese or Black Guyana should have welcomed them with open fucking arms. We tried, but we had no power and no fucking government. The coolie bitch ass coolie Indians, what they did? People like Jadego, yes. People like Ramatar, Donald Ramatar, bitch ass motherfuckers like Donald Ramatar and Jadego. And these bitch ass motherfuckers, also the former ones, Ranjatan, all these bitch ass coolie West Indian motherfuckers that don't give a shit about Guyanese or Black Guyana or Native American Arawak Guyana. They only care about themselves. Why? Because they already got their fucking land in fucking India. They sold us out for money. What they did, they deported all these fucking Haitians. This is some recollection, that's eyewitness recollection from a real Guyanese. They deported all these fucking Haitians. Am I lying or not? The black Haitian community got deported from Guyana. While they allowed immigration, on the name of immigration, they allowed thousands and thousands of Venezuelans to enter into Guyana. Now you got the bitch ass shit what they got going on right now. Venezuela saw us already as weak. We got no government. Now our military personnel. How the fuck we got over 4 million Guyanese overseas, but we ain't got no military establishment? No means of defense. I mean, fuck Ephraim Ali. He looks weak. Coming on fucking CNN, CBS, and Al Jazeera talking about, yes, we in a peace meeting. Oh, we in talks of peace meeting. We talking with the United Nations. We in talk with the White House. We in talk with the CIJ. We talk. Why are you in talks with all these fucking people? You ain't got no means to back yourself up defense. It's like me going to elementary school. I got my ass beat. And I'm start talking about, yes, I'm going to get my brother, I'm going to get my cousin. You a weakling. Can't you fight back? I ain't had no brothers and cousins. I had to fight the fuck out of my, you understand what I'm trying to say? You looking weak on national television. The whole world is seeing this. How weak of a leader and president you are. Ephraim Ali. And this is the coolie mentality, because all you care is about filling your own fucking pockets. You don't stole billions and billions for the years, you understand, for the past 4 years. And I'm not only you, but also your mentor and your secretary, your state advisor, and the prime minister. Jadego. Y'all been doing that. The coolie fucking secretaries of state and the government. They've been stealing and robbing Black Guyana for fucking years. All that oil money and all that gold money, making deals. How the fuck does Iran have a gold bank in Guyana for over fucking 15 years? With Iranian armed guards, military troops, and machine guns in the center of Guyana and GT. And Guyanese folks are like, we ready to kill each other, ready to beef each other. We ain't got no power like that. We ain't no gang, we ain't no fucking bad. The coolie Indian been whooping our ass. The Spanish conquistadors, Venezuelans been whooping our ass. And now they try to whoop our ass again and chase us. The white British colonizers, don't you fucking see? This is a war against the world versus black people. That's what it's always been. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Because me, I'm about to lose my fucking nation. And don't think it's going to stop with Guyana. Suriname might be rejoicing right now. The bitch ass Suriname people like, oh yeah, see, and also that little land of figurine that we got over there in the east of Guyana, that's ours. Y'all bitch ass. First of all, y'all sons and daughters. Y'all fucking babies. I'm talking to you bitch ass African Suriname. What the fuck I mean? You used to be one country to begin with. It got divided by the cracker colonizer. Now they ain't do fucking. All of us is our land. It's a black land. Talk properly. Say it as it is. Don't talk about this island. So now you really try to divide and conquer. What do you think? Once you think that little piece of land and Venezuela think that Guyana over, your bitch ass gonna be next. Venezuela is looking for the white supremacist Spanish conquistador Venezuelan people alone. If anything, the old route to resources is gonna go to the Venezuelan people. But first, Nicolas Maduro is a greedy ass bitch ass president. That money's gonna go to him and him alone. First of all, Venezuelans are stupid people as well. They know better. They escaping. They running from there. They run into Europe. They run into North America. They fleeing, going to Mexico, going to Guyana, everywhere. Going to Brazil. These Venezuelan people. They know damn well the dictator bitch ass president Nicolas Maduro, who was a student and a prodigy of Hugo Chavez. They know damn well that he don't give a shit about them, and he's just there to oil money. He's just jealous that Guyana got 2 oil reserves, and this broke ass can't even fix his bitch ass country. Economy, you can't fix the economy of Venezuela, so he's desperate. So he's like, if I'm suffering the poor, everybody else gonna be suffering. What do you think? He's gonna bring the same dictator, military regime, and Spanish shit over there in Guyana. And he's not gonna stop with Guyana. Suriname and French Guinea is gonna be next. And then after that, the whole CARICOM is gonna go loose. He's gonna start colonizing everything. He's gonna start killing, raping, shooting, and looting all the black folks like he tried to been doing. Now we're gonna be a place without a land or a country. Look at Haiti. Earthquake. Kids missing, United Nations over there, and the president got assassinated from Haiti. Now they try to come over there for asylum in Guyana. The bitch ass coolie private and government don't chase them because we blacks don't got no say anyway. So we got large number in Guyana, so they got no land. And now the Black Guyana, so the black Haiti had no land, Black Guyana got no land. That's what they want. They want to have black folks without the land. Same bullshit they've been doing with South Africa. These bitch ass Dutch ass motherfuckers came to South Africa fucking 400, 300, 400 years ago. Talking about apartheid, segregation. This ain't your land. Either you get shot or gotta go away. These bitch ass, Dutch ass, and these British ass motherfuckers came and do that bullshit, chasing the black folks in their own land. The same shit that's gotta stop. Same shit that happened to ancient Egypt. The same shit that's happened. The same shit happened almost 2,000 years ago. The Black Egypt and the Turkish Ottoman Kingdom came over there. The white, they just say, and remember now, that's what I'm trying to say. The Spanish conquistadors, they came from Spain and Portugal, that region. These people are descendants. Also, if you go down the ridge, they also are Ottoman Khazarian people. So they all look the same. Those are different tribes of white people. You may see, oh no, they speak Spanish. Oh, they speak Spanish, they speak Portuguese, they speak Turkish. They're all one people. They just speak a little different dialect, just like me. Just like I may speak English, how another black person might speak French, another black person might speak Portuguese, or the other one might be from Mozambique. The other one might be just like the Fulani people. Fulani are everywhere. Fulani might be from Nigeria. Fulani might be from South Africa or from Cameroon. You got those tribal people, like they are the same people. That's what I'm saying. Those white folks, the Spanish conquistadors, are the same people, are the Ottoman Turkish people who also killed and colonized first. Killed and slaughtered all the ancient Egyptians. Then he went over there in North Africa and Muslim in the name of Muslim. And they killed the African Libyans. Yes! Don't think it don't think the Berbers always were there. The Berbers are descendants of the Ottoman Turkish people. And they came in the name of jihad and Islam to kill whole North Africa. They killed all the black Africans that were living in the Morocco region, in the Libya region. Even to today, they have slave trade in Libya. Free slave trade in Libya. Why? Because they don't give a fuck about you black people. They want the black people in the world to have no land. What the fuck is going on in the motherland right now? Y'all laughing about Guyana, Africa. It's gonna be next. Y'all having all fucking Chinese over there. Y'all having Chinese running fucking Africa. Chinese business. All over Kenya, Chinese. Chinese railways, Chinese factories, all over in Ghana, all over Kenya, Nigeria, all over. Like matter of fact, 70%. I can't name all these fucking countries. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They owning shit. Y'all selling easy, selling your land out for a couple of billions, while the motherfucking black people are suffering. I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna catch you on this next video because I might do a whole next year. I can't continue like this shit, with this shit. You understand? Like I'm sick of this shit. Fuck around. I'm gonna kill somebody for real. You know what I mean? Fuck Maduro. Fuck Venezuela. Fuck white supremacy. Fuck any colonizer that's against Black Africa or Black Guyana or Black Haiti or Black Caribbean, Black Curacao, Black Trinidad. Not no West Indian Trinidad, Black Trinidad, because we know damn well that the West Indian Trinidad don't treat them the same and are hella racist and disrespectful towards Black Trinidad. Black Jamaica. You know damn now, not no West Indian, I'm a West Indian Jamaican, John Paul looking bitch ass. No, real African looking black Jamaican. Y'all know damn well that they racist and discriminatory against y'all. It's time for real black African it's time for you to accept your black folks. Either you with the program or get the fuck out. You understand? This is a war going on clearly. Because within a couple of days, they're ready to kill. Matter of fact, within a couple of days, let me pull up on screen before I end this fucking live, yeah? Let me pull up something. I'm gonna show you some dumb shit going on. And let me pull up some shit. You're making me mad right now. Let me pull up some shit. See what y'all see. I hope y'all can see this. If not, fuck it. Rest in peace, you know? This bitch ass president by the name of Ephraim Ali, talking about, yeah, we is a peaceful nation, we is a peaceful country, and we a peaceful country, and we don't want any war, and we a peaceful nation, and we talks of peace because we try to be diplomatic, and we talking to the United Nations and the White House and carry comments and blah 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 blah. We a peaceful nation. Oh yes? Well, fuck the peace talks, fuck the fucking diplomacy. This diplomacy ended when the fucking 5 lieutenants got killed. It's near the fucking Venezuelan border. Explain that. How the fuck? Let me moment of silence first. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Yes, a few cool people also got killed, but it's about the 3 black people and the Afro Guyana, Black Guyana that got killed. So once again, and those coolie people most of the time, they weren't the sellout coolies. They probably had black families and were close military allies and personnel against Black Guyana. So they were in solidarity. While the majority of the coolie West Indians are bitch ass sellouts, only care to fill their own pockets, these people did care about the land. So I'm going to shout out all the names on there. Rest in peace to all of them. I hope you can see what I'm seeing on the screen. If not, fuck it. Rest in peace. Lieutenant Colonel Michael Charles. Lieutenant Colonel Sean Welcome. Rest in peace, Colonel Michael Shout. Staff Sergeant Jason Kahn. Rest in peace. Brigadier Gary Beaton. Rest in peace. These are the fallen soldiers and high-ranking military officials in the Guyana Defense Force. Now, my question to y'all is this. Pull up, let me pull up the fucking screen again. My question to y'all is this. I gave my peace and rest, so I don't know. Because so all this talk with Ephraim Ali is talking about on national television, yes, we are a peaceful nation and we try to be diplomatic. There's no need, like, diplomacy went out the fucking window the moment 5 of your military personnel been fucking killed. You lying on, not even you lying, but not, besides the fact that you are lying, your bitch ass is also gonna let the vice president lie for you. The bitch ass Jadega, you're gonna let this bitch ass lie for you and say on national television that the plane crashed near the Venezuelan border couple days after Maduro came with his bitch ass parade talking about the Essiquibo territory is his. That's an attack. That's a conspiracy. That's a setup. We go know goddamn well that plane been shot up out the fucking sky in order to show them that the Guyanese defenses are weak and to weaken the Guyanese defenses. Now I'm starting to wonder all kind of things that me as the conspiracy theorist in me. I'm now starting to wonder: did he sell out the Guyanese nation? Did he sell out the Guyana population and the Guyana nation in order to weaken their defenses? What kind of deals did he make? Probably behind the tables and shit. He probably already made deals with the Venezuelan government and the Venezuelan authorities for them to be talking this crazy. His pocket's gonna be filled. His bitch ass coolie West Indian pocket's gonna be filled. But Guyanese children and lives are gonna be lost. Think about the Guyanese, Black Guyana women and children that are gonna die because of this bullshit now. Think about it. Think about the amount of Black Guyana children and women that has already been life lost for the past 400 fucking years. That's one. And ever since the freedom, independence of colonization, that's two. Since the oppression, since the fucking West Indians came there, that's three. And now again, with the same old colonizing descendants of the Spanish conquistadors. There's no need for fucking diplomacy. The reason I cuss so fucking much and I say fucking every sentence is because, remember, we're already 5 down. 5 of our men have already been killed. You're already 5 men down. 5 good military personnel. They look like respectable men too, you understand? This could have been your brother. This could have been your father. They definitely somebody's son. Somebody's cousin. Somebody's uncle. They were somebody's husband that got killed. The plane got shot down. And you talking about you want to be diplomatic and peace talks? Boy, get your fucking defense. You looking hella weak. You're bringing shame on the Guyanese people. And you're reflecting on your own people as well. Because we've never been one Guyana. You're bringing shame on the Guyanese people. You're making the world know that Guyana people are weak and unable to defend themselves or take care of themselves. Shame on you. Weak leaders. All y'all weak leaders. Enemy leaders as well. Now my question for black folks. It's time to get what is ours because the world is always going to take it. No need to be nice. You cannot be diplomatic. Don't think we are one people. Don't ever align yourself with the enemies because they all see you as enemy. If it's not a black, if it's not a motherland African, the majority of continental Africans don't even see us as one people. Let's be real. They don't even accept us. But I'm not holding to them because they don't know no better. They lack of knowledge. Slavery, colonization, divide and conquer has separated so much. We don't even know what the fuck is going on. So we need to re-enlighten them again. But any other than that, if you're talking about an Asiatic person, whether the Chinese, the Japanese, Asian person, any Caucasian, any Asian, any Muslim, Arab, any fucking Indian, they see you as a black man as an enemy to the bottom of their heart. They want to wipe us out this face of the earth and they want to leave us without a nation, without a land, and they even wiping out our culture. Look at what it did to rap and hip-hop. They're taking our cultures. They're stealing our land. They're stealing our ways, our traditions. They're stealing our culture. They're all over like this. This is a full invasion. Look at how many fucking Indians and Chinese are currently right now in continental Africa. Ask yourself a question. Where the fuck will we be over 100 years from now? I'm going to keep hammering. This was one of the few videos I'm making. I'm going to make a lot more of this shit. I'm going to keep y'all posted because this is not the end of it.